Good morning, how are you doing today? My name is Curtis and I'm back into pigeons after about 35 years of not being involved. What can I say? A few years ago I decided to get back into birds and didn't have quite the ideal place to have them, and so I just dreamed about having them, and then here we are, 2022 September, about the 16th. I have my little stash of birds here, and what I can say is that these birds here are, have been a lot of fun for me. Just as I remember pigeons being when I was a much younger man, and I love them. And I got my first pair around March or April of 2022, and I've been purchasing birds. I've been purchasing birds since then. It's still it's September now, and I'm still getting a few. My aim is to... One second here. Let me see if I can get them to... My true aim is to acquire 10 to 12 breeding pairs, about 5 pairs of pumpers, and about 30 youngsters, to keep myself each year, from which I can choose. Presently, I have about 55 birds, maybe closer to 60, and I hope to dwindle these down to about 10 pairs this year, and 4 pairs of pumpers, and I already have about 20 youngsters flying around here, watching my birds very carefully, trying to choose, my stock. Now, as far as what I have, bloodlines, I have Vandenbalks, which are the kittle birds. I have about 18 Vandenbalk birds. I hope I can get at least 4 pairs out of them that I really want to keep. That serves me in the best way. I have best kittle birds, of which I have 2 pairs. Granddaughters of best kittle, and great granddaughters of best kittle, and a couple of other ones. And I have, which is a line I really want to concentrate on, is Ornat, or Ornate as some people say it. I say Ornat. And I have about 10 Ornat birds. 4 of my main breeding cocks are Ornat birds, and I have about 6 breeding hens, Ornat birds, and I also have some black power, and I have one pair of Jansons that I really like. Those young birds, young Jansons, are really smart birds, and so and I have a few other things, but mostly, a couple of Sharky birds, but mostly I have Ornat and Vandenbalk birds, and everything else I'm gonna mix. I'm gonna splash in with those birds. I'm still looking for the right mix. I'm still looking for the right mix of birds. You know, the right mixes for the kittle birds and the best kittle birds. Those are what I think I want to test with my ornate birds and see how they would do. You know, those birds are just really smart. The ornate birds are excessively smart, really, really flighty, or as one of a friend would say, they're sporty, really, really light on the wings, and I just love that, you know. And they've showed extreme intelligence, so that I like. I've heard, you know, because I haven't raced yet, I've heard that the ornate birds are very independent. I've proven that on my training flights. At this point, I've trained up to 60 miles, but I've had no losses. Let me show you over here. This is my aviary. I've had no losses on the ornate birds, no losses on any of my training birds up to 60 miles, and I'm training about 15 birds. First, you know, and so on and so on. But I'm again, if you want to call me a newbie to the game, which for me is not a game at all, it's a lot of fun. And I hope that I can make the sport proud. My plan and my intention is to share this sport. You know, I will sell some birds from time to time, but I would love to share some birds too. I want to not be the guy that comes into just for exploitation. You know, what brings me the biggest joy is seeing my birds fly around here. That's primarily why I got them, so I can be a fancier that sits in my backyard, enjoy my birds fly, and just wind down after a long day or something to start my morning off with. You know, I just love it so much, and I am elated that in my first year I already have 20 young birds flying around here, and you know, they will easily give me an hour and a half to 2 hours ranging, and then they would come back here around, you know, around the house and give me another half an hour, another an hour. My birds would easily give me 3 hours easily. I mean, 9 in the morning, 12 midday, 12:30 is when they actually trying to land around here, you know. So much so that I have to really make sure I don't send all the younger birds with the older birds, you know, the older the late hatches with the firstborn, because the firstborn, they're going, and those younger birds, they really can't handle that stuff yet, you know. So what I have to do is basically, there we go, birds in the aviary. They're going through some molting right now, but it's beautiful. And I have some really beautiful birds here. Really beautiful, really nice specimen. And I'm not a big color guy. I'm not into much, you know, splashes and stuff like that. But the ones that I do have, I made sure I got them from really good stock. You know, good parentage, winning parentage. You know, results, etc., etc. Okay, my name is Curtis. Thanks for watching my very first video. To the point where my loft doesn't even have a name yet. I'm thinking of a few things, but I hope in the future I can do the sport proud, and really show what my plan is for, you know, for the loft. I'm really excited to be back in the sport, and I'm really excited to make new friends and share. I would love to share my birds, you know. I would really love to share my birds with, let me say, qualified people, you know. Some people, you know, they see things and they think about, you know, money, you know. I've invested quite a bit on my birds, but it doesn't mean that I just want to make money from them, you know. I want to enjoy them, and I want you to enjoy them too. Okay? Thanks for watching this video. This is my youngster section. all 2022 birds in here. A little bit right there. Right there. He's actually my latest youngster. You know, I have a few late hatch pairs breeding, and I have one more set of eggs in September 16th today, and that'll be my last pair for this year. And that's from a Champ Camp bird that I bought from Tim Lucas, which I got in his very last auction before he died. I was told by his relative that the bird that I got from him was in the very last batch of birds that he had, and it wasn't even sent out yet when he died, and it was sent to me after his passing. And this bird right here is a young bird from that cock. We get into more specific things at a later date, but right now I just wanted to share my love with you, and to let you know that I'm back here and hope to do the sport proud. Okay, my name is Curtis. We talk soon. Bye bye.